Welcome to Dragonfly Trading. My name is Carrie. I'm a full-time trader, mentor in the crypto and Forex markets. Today's video is going to be an update on Bitcoin. We're going to take a look at ETH, XRP, APE, and the DXY. Not financial advice, just the way that I see the market. All right, so we are on Bitcoin on the weekly time frame. Let's take a look at the big picture here again, remind ourselves. We have the 200 moving average in red, and we have the 21 moving average in white. The goal of the weekly candle will be to close above the 21 MA. It is sitting at approximately 20,800. Let's see exactly where it's sitting. 20,773. So that is the goal of the weekly candle, to close above that. The market will be more bullish if it can do that. Now, we did close a candle here over the 21 and then failed, so that can happen, but it will be a goal of this weekly candle if it can do it. Now, we will be running into resistance coming into 23,880. That is where the 200 MA is sitting. That is going to be a significant area to break if price can get above it. We still have the two gaps above us, and we still have the gap below. If price loses 17,500, probability-wise, it will drop to 12. If it loses 12, it'll drop to 9,600. Let's take a look at our main count that we are looking at. We have a WXY in yellow. We also have a WXYXZ in orange. This Z wave could have truncated at this low, and we'll talk about that in just a second. Let's talk about the yellow WXY first. If it is the WXY in yellow, this will be a middle rally, and then we will get a partner leg for the yellow WXY over here when the rally is done. It will extend this bear market out. If it is the orange WXYXZ, we have two options: that the Z truncated and that this wave is the start of something to the upside. That could get very big as a bear market rally, or it could even be a permanent bottom that continues the bull run. Getting over the 618, that is sitting at sitting at? See it. Right. Getting over the 618 at 41,431 will be the bullish. Getting over the 618, sitting at 41,431, will confirm that the market is likely continuing a bull run. If we do not make it over the 618, then probability-wise is that this is a C wave creating an X or B, and that we will get a partner leg for this WXY. So it all boils down to this middle portion and what is it doing. The first option is that it's heading up in an ABC and that it made 3 waves, had a middle 3 waves, and now this is going to make a bigger impulse wave to the upside. And we will talk about what price action needs to do when we get on the lower time frame to make a bigger C wave. The bearish option is that it intends to come to the downside in an ABC, creating a deeper Z wave. That would mean that this rally here is creating a B wave and that it intends to roll over for a deeper C. It will all depend if it can get over the 618 sitting at 22,240. If price can break that area, this resistance area, this 618, probability goes to the bulls that they will be able to continue up. Okay, let's get in it a little closer. So the bullish option is that we want to give Blue Leg a partner that could potentially take the market up to 32,195. That would mean that this would need to complete the impulse wave, pull back, not breaking the 0.5618, and then continue up for that C wave. That is option 1. Absolutely not breaking 18,131 this low. The alternative option is that this was a truncated Z wave and that Bitcoin is going to finish its impulse wave and pull back for a wave 2 and be on its way to continue the bull run. We won't know until we break over that 618 that we talked about on the higher time frame. And of course, there's always a bear. Now, I'm not particularly leaning towards the mega bear, which is that this was a 1-2, 1-2. Now, breaking over this high will probability-wise decrease the bearish option immensely. It won't be completely wiped out until you take the high of the first one. The alternative option is that this is creating a B wave. Can even get another hit to the high. Coming over the 618. Coming over the 618, sitting at 22,240 will decrease this immensely that it is a B wave. It will flip to more the bullish option. Then the market would come down for a deeper C, leading into that deeper Z wave. Okay, so last video we talked about this impulse wave and that it needed to go much higher and complete itself. It needed to make the white fourth, the white fifth, come down for another fourth and a fifth, getting up to the 2.236. Notice that it has not broken its base channel. Probability-wise right now, it's still leaning towards the ABC. But let's take a look at an alternative option here. The alternative option is that this is not a 1-2-1-2 down here, and that what we're calling an additional 1 is actually an extended fifth wave. Pulling the fibs like it's an extended fifth wave, the top of the third is hitting the 1.618 to the T. We also have the highest peak at that high. This is meaning that this impulse wave can end sooner than I thought in the previous video. Basically getting one more hit to the high, giving this leg a fifth wave up to the 2.236 could complete this impulse wave. Then it would need to pull back to the 0.5618 without breaking it, and then go bullishly to the upside, creating that bigger C. On the flip side, we need to consider that we are climbing correctively. This is based off many of the alts have an overlap of the fourth wave and the wave 1. Bitcoin could be climbing with a zigzag ABC, this middle part being an ABC, and then we climb again in an ABC, creating a WXY. It would stay in this channel, and that would be the giveaway. So basically, we'd get another hit to the high, and then it would pull back and then create another zigzag, climbing higher within this channel. That will be the giveaway that it is climbing correctively. And why I bring this up is because many of the alts have this overlap where the potential 1, 2, 3, 4 is coming into its 1. Again, it happens here. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4 is coming to the 1. And I cannot make a diagonal out of these. So this is suggesting that these are climbing correctively. So we need to take that into consideration. Okay, so let's take a look at ETH on the lower time frame. This move to the upside can be an impulse wave or a three-wave move of WXY. We will not know which one it is until we see what happens over here. We then had a move to the downside in an ABC. The bullish option is that this wave ended here for a 2 or a B. That would mean that this downside is over and that this impulse wave, when done, will pull back to the 618, the 0.5, and then launch bullishly, giving this leg a partner or continuing the bull run. An alternative option is that it plans to give this ABC a partner leg. That in the middle, it's creating a flat, and then it'll give this partner, this leg a partner over here. Coming up over the 2.618 at 1656, basically one more hit to the high. If it comes over that, it's going to invalidate this middle flat. An expanded flat should not go higher than the 2.618. So if it does, we will flip to the bullish, that it's going to pull back for a wave 2 or a B wave and continue higher. Let's take a look at the impulse wave. It beautifully held wave 4 on top of the base channel. It is staying within the acceleration channel. I do think that it needs another hit to the high. Once the hit to the high happens, I would expect a pullback that doesn't break the 618 or the 0.5, and that would be our wave 2 or B wave. The bearish option is that it created three waves that broke the low, and that this wave is a C wave. What will happen after the hit to the high is we'll get a very harsh rejection of 5 waves that will come right through this base channel. XRP. XRP, to me, is very corrective of 3 waves, and then 3 waves, but it doesn't mean that it can't go higher. What it does is it makes this a connector, and then it gives this leg a partner leg to the upside. What it will need to do is complete this 5-wave move, use this diagonal as a wave 1 and 2. This would be a wave 1. It would pull back for a wave 2 on top of this wave 1. This would create a nest of 1, 2, 1, 2, and then it would move bullishly to the upside. Invalidation is coming underneath this wave 1. On the bearish side, it's just creating a zigzag that is going to end when this 5 waves is done. This will be a connector for this wave. It will produce a partner leg for it on this side. Okay, so I promised to update APE. In my last video, I talked about the potential of this being a nest. It broke the bottom of the potential wave 1. So the nest would have looked like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Because it broke the bottom of the last one, it invalidated it. Now it holds the opportunity to be an expanding diagonal of an A wave or wave 1, pull back for a B or a wave 2. What it'll need to do is finish this 5 waves of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and pull back on top of this potential expanding diagonal. This is creating a nest of the 1, 2, 1, 2. Breaking underneath this support here would invalidate it, and 100% invalidation is a break of this low. At that point, if it can use this 1, 2, 1, 2, then this diagonal will get the bullish partner of a C wave or a potential third. This would turn into a B wave or a wave 2 here. But it needs to make this bullish pattern. Okay, let's take a look at the DXY. We have a trend line that goes way back here. Guess it doesn't. It comes from here. Apologies. The first target is the 618 that it holds this trend line. I believe that this is a 3-wave move for A, 3-wave move for B, and it's coming down of a C wave because of this harsh rejection. If it cannot hold the trend line, then it's going to drop to the 1-to-1 where this support is. Can it get uglier than that? It can. But these are the first two targets. Coming deeper will allow Bitcoin and the other alts to continue their upwards motion. Now, when this opens, there can be a pullback that's coming. This would allow Bitcoin to now when this opens, more than likely it has another rollover and then a pullback. What will that mean for Bitcoin? It will allow it to make this wave to the upside and then pull back for that B or that wave 2. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.